Welcome back. Right before you hit the road this summer, there are a few things we need to keep in mind when it comes to our ride. Nicole joining us live again to help us get ready and our cars ready for all of the summer travel. Hi, Nicole.
Hey, Nat, I am ready to hit the road, and I don't know about you, but I'm needing to make sure that my car is in tip-top shape. So earlier we talked about the big reveal. I'm here with my friend Andy at Radair/Radair. No matter how you say it, it's great car care. So let's show them what is under this thing.
This is the engine air cleaner.
This is the engine air cleaner.
And you took it loose already, so we just need to take a look at the filter in here.
Okay.
And as we can see, this filter is pretty darn good shape.
Yeah,
it was
nice.
Probably replaced at the last oil change.
Okay.
So this is good probably for another 10,000-15,000 miles yet.
And remind me, how often should you get your oil changed?
Well, it varies. Each car is different. So anywhere between 3,000 and 10,000 miles is normal, but check your owner's manual, it'll tell you.
Okay, so as we're making our way over here to the body shop, you know, it's funny, you mentioned owner's manual. That is something I don't think I've ever actually done. Sat down and read the owner's manual, but all the answers are in there.
Yeah, most people can't find them.
Right.
You know, in the new cars, it's all online now. You don't even get a manual anymore. So we got Andrew over here. He's pulling the dashboard out to an automatic climate control on this Lexus here. And as you can tell, there's a little bit of work to get in there. So part of being road trip ready is having your car safety inspected.
Sure.
So we looked under the hood on that one. We're going to look under the car on this one.
I've never been underneath a car like this.
Okay, all right, well, duck your head a little bit. So this car tells me a little bit of a story, just looking at it. If I see all this kind of rust on all the brakes, this vehicle probably travels downtown every day and is in the road salt and the brine all the time. If this vehicle was a suburban car, we wouldn't see as much rust under here. So again, the vehicle tells us stories.
You know, I think it's so interesting that you mentioned that too, because you're right, the vehicle does say the story, and it's really up to us to kind of pay attention to what it's trying to tell us.
We're kind of like forensic scientists a little bit. So as I look around this car, you know, I start to see things that bother me. So this right here, this is our flex pipe, and this is our catalytic converter. It's very difficult to see, but if you come over here, you'd see this flange is almost completely rusted away.
Yeah.
That is getting ready to break.
Okay.
And when that breaks, your exhaust system is going to fall down on the ground. You're going to be stranded someplace. So that's something I'd be concerned about for this client. And if I walk over here, you want to come around on the back side here.
And I want to give a special shout out to George, the
George
photographer,
is doing a great
right
job.
now. If
George,
you could only see how he's
George, come back
to
around my shoulder over here.
Yeah, George, let's make it a little bit easier for you, bud.
All right, so a couple things here. Number one, look at the oil in this yellow coming off this.
Yes.
That's the air conditioning compressor. That tells me somebody's worked on air conditioner and put a dye in the system to find a leak. The leak is coming out of the compressor.
Oh, is that typical? Something that people normally
well,
do?
Freon refrigerant, or Freon as people call it, is a colorless, odorless gas.
Right.
And so you can't see it, you can't smell it. So if we can't find a leak, we'll put a dye in the system and it'll help us find it. And then you can see a little bit of an engine oil leak here. So 3 concerns here. I'd be concerned about the air conditioning quitting on the trip because we know there's a leak. We can see it. We got a little bit of an engine oil leak, kind of a weeping there, but I'd want to fix that exhaust before I hit the road also.
So a good thing to do before you are starting that road trip, kind of go over all the things that you mentioned, but also with Radair, you have so many different locations in Northeast Ohio, so it's relatively easy to make that appointment so that the professionals like you can take a look.
Yeah, it never hurts to have a pro look at the car. This is the way we used to do it. This is our 39-point safety inspection. We go over the entire car. That has now been superseded by doing it all on a tablet.
Okay.
So we literally go through the fuel filter checks okay, scheduled maintenance, steering. We literally just go through and start checking everything off. And if we do see a concern, we'll just take a picture of it and send it to you too. So that way you could know exactly what we're talking about when we're discussing your car with you.
And then I think also peace of mind, just knowing that you're ready to
you know,
go on that trip.
it's just like having your car washed or detailed. You think you have a new car. When a car is serviced and working perfectly, you got that easy feeling, hey, I could drive to Florida, I don't have to worry about it. But this vehicle here, I'd be really concerned about the exhaust and that air conditioner. And it's working.
Right.
You know, nobody's going to notice there's a problem here until it breaks on them.
Right. So if you need to get your car serviced, obviously you guys are the pros. You've been around for almost 50 years. 50 years next year.
Yeah,
I think you're going to have to throw a huge party for that, Andy.
Yeah, already got the plans going on that.
And if I have a little piece of advice also, make sure you have air in the tires and washer fluid.
Oh, I agree. Washer fluid is very important, especially in the winter when you need it the most.
Yeah. All right. Well, Andy, thank you so much. As
Thank you
always,
again.
if you are ready for a tune-up, or maybe you just want to stop by and say hello to Andy, who knows so much about cars and car care, just stop by their website, radair.com/fox8. And happy travels to you. Are you going anywhere fun this summer?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Well, your car will be ready.
Yeah, this is our busy season. I travel usually in the fall.
All right. Stick around, you guys, because we have more New Day Cleveland coming up after this break.